Welcome to the Tiffany Micah podcast. What we do here is build the strength and courage in you to accomplish your big dreams and goals in your sport. No longer will you feel limited. You won't feel you're not good enough. You won't question whether you will make it. Those doubts will disappear because you will have the competitive edge over your opponents and leave them in your wake. And the bonus is others will notice. Listen up and take notes because I will show you exactly how to do it. Hey there, this is Tiff from Tiffany Micah Podcast and welcome to today's episode. Well, what we're going to do here is now part 2 of our goal setting for this next quarter. What we're going to be doing here is we're actually going to be working on what challenges that you will encounter. Now, whether you encounter them or not doesn't really matter. It's just about being prepared for it. So what we want to do here is figure out, okay, is there some things that are going to come up for me that are going to be a problem and it might hold me back from accomplishing my goal? If there are, I can figure that out now, and then I can figure out some strategies on what I need to do about it. Okay, so that makes sense. So the last episode, you would have set your end of quarter destiny, correct? I'm going to assume that you've said, yes, Tiff, that's what I've done. Now, what I want you to do here is with each goal that you have set, right, what you want to be true by the end of June, what I want you to do here is, again, we're going to get out another lovely piece of A4 paper and we're going to draw up some columns, probably no more than 4 columns in that. And we're going to have in each column at the top, we're going to have challenge, right? You could have problem, either one. I like to call it a challenge more than a problem because it's the same thing really, so that we can then identify what the challenge is going to be with that specific goal. Okay, so for example, I'll use a personal one. So we've got life goals and we've got sports goals, okay? So I'll do a life goal first. So able to run 5Ks with no pain and light on feet. Right, so I talked about what was going on for me before. So why is it a challenge? And that's the next question that we ask in that column. Write out what the challenge is, which is our goal. Why is it a challenge? Well, it's still early days yet because I'm still rebuilding the strength in my legs and in my hip and in my lower back and so on, and in my core, right? So that's the challenge that I've got. Why? Then the next question is, why, you ask? Because I haven't run that distance for many years. And that's true. I haven't run 5Ks for quite some time for that reason, because I've had a niggling hip injury, which I think now I've had for quite some time, not just in the last 6 months. It's just been an accumulation over the years, right? So the first thing we do in that column, first we write down what our goal is, okay? The top of the column though, we've got written as challenge. We have that at the top of every column. We write out what the goal is, then we write out why is it a challenge, and then we write down why it is a challenge. Then we may need to ask the question again, why? You know, like I said, it's still early days yet, rebuilding my body, but why? Well, I haven't run that distance for many years, right? So I'm in rebuild phase. Then the last part, the last question in that column, you want to say, well, what am I going to do about it? What do I need to do about it? And then what you do is you list out all the action steps that you need to do. So for example, with that 5K run, what I have to do at the moment, especially over this next week, is I have to do a lot of 15-second runs. You know, and getting used to the running technique, feeling light on my feet and just going and doing some build up. Or go to the oval and do some practice there. right? And then work through a process of slow build-ups, 15-second only, 30-second, 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, and so on, right? So that's how I'm going to build back up so that I can run 5Ks by the end of the quarter, right? So that's something really simple. So with a sports goal, for example, let's see, let's talk about the mental side, because that's a lot about what I talk about. Why don't you you have a goal set, for example, that you want to improve your focus for when you compete. So that's the goal that you've set. So in that next column, you've written out then, okay, this is the goal that I want to accomplish, which is I want to improve my focus when I compete. Then you write down, why is it a challenge? Well, okay, it can be a challenge because it's hard for you to focus when you are competing. You get easily distracted. You have all these negative thoughts that run through your mind. You get down on yourself. You tell yourself that you're not good enough and you're hopeless and you're never going to get there, and why even bother, and you can't do it. Those types of words that you may use to yourself. Why do you use them? Well, because, you know, everyone tells me that I'm never going to make it and I believe what they say, right? Things just unfold as you write them out. Then that last question is, what am I going to do about it? Okay, what are you going to do about it? So you write and list and write out, okay, these are the things that I need to do about improving my focus for when I compete. Meditation, that's a big clue there for you. Meditation's just a breathing technique. So there's a breathing technique that you can do to help improve your focus. When you're doing your training, especially like with what we're going through now with the coronavirus and so on, start working on, like with the training that you're doing for your sport. It's highly likely you're doing a lot of workouts at home. See if you can work on staying in the moment of those exercises. Start training your brain that way, because that will also help you. With the schoolwork, if you're at school or if you're at college and you're doing a lot of work there, same thing. Train yourself to focus and stay in the moment when you're doing those specific activities. Again, that's going to help you when you compete, because there's a saying that goes like, whatever, hang on, I'll butcher it in a second, but how you are with one thing is how you are with everything. So I didn't butcher it, that's good. But how you are with one thing is how you are with everything. So if you struggle to focus in schoolwork, if you struggle to focus in your sport, if you struggle to focus in your life, if you struggle to focus in conversations with people, there's a clue there, right? If you've got all this negative self-talk going on with everything that you do, there's a clue there, right? So what you want to do is listen to that clue, which is telling you that you're the same in everything that you do. So if you start retraining yourself in order to help you move forward in accomplishing your goals, then that's going to help, isn't it? So meditation, like I said, is a good one. Learning how to be in the moment and stay in the moment when you're doing your other things, your schoolwork, when you're doing your training or your home workouts, those types of things are really good. When you're working on, you might be working on a specific skill at home with your sport. Okay, how can you stay in the moment for that? Set a timer, do it for 10 minutes, work on a specific skill, and just keep focusing on doing that one skill only and see how long you can stay in the moment for. If you lose focus, step away, start again, but just do it under a time frame, right? So those are ways in which that you can help yourself actually accomplish what you want to accomplish. So that's pretty easy, isn't it? That's really all I'm going to get you to do, because this one's actually going to take you a bit of time to work through, figuring out what those challenges are actually going to be, and then writing down what you're actually going to do about it. Those specific action steps is really what you're going to come up with to identify what those challenges that you'll encounter will be, and then the action steps on how do you actually work around that. So that's quite a simple episode for you today, because everything that you have then figured out will be the content that you will need to help you move forward in accomplishing your quarter destiny, and then we can then move forward into the last episode. Okay, so that's all I'm going to share with you today. It's a nice, really simple and easy one to do in the sense of what I'm sharing with you, but it's just take a little bit of time to work through that. So make sure you work through that, and then we'll set you up for the last episode, the third step of our goal setting for the quarter, what you need to do there. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Love it if you could share with friends that would benefit from these episodes. Also love it if you could share with me what you like best about what you heard. If you have not yet signed up for the Successful Athlete Masterclass, perfect time to do it. This will help you actually get more structure. This will help you get your head around exactly what you need to be focused on to accomplish your goals with your sport. And I'll show you how to structure that. I'll show you how to actually identify what's actually holding you back, and then how to plan it out and accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish with your sport. Especially take advantage of it right now in the time that we have to do that. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Love it if you could share once again what you like best about what you heard, and dream big, believe in you, go after your dreams. Love to hear from you. Take care and be safe.